Good morning, everybody. Relic right here. Got myself, Justin McGee, Jeff Moore. Got old house site. I can't see all the chimneys in here, but anyway, 2 or 3 big old chimneys. You can see one up there, one there. I think there might be one around on the other side. So, yeah, we've been here once or twice, but it's been 2 or 3 years ago. Justin and I were both trying to remember what this place looked like and couldn't. So, we're gonna dig around here. We got about 4 hours, and Jeff's got a Manicore. Justin and I got a Legend. We all got root slayers. Oh no, Jeff, what's your shovel?
It's still a root slayer.
Is it? Oh, okay. Jeff's got a root slayer. 3 root slayers, 2 Legends, and 1 Manicore. That's a pretty good addition. All right, let's see what we can find.
Swing around and pan up that tree.
Oh yeah, look at this big old cedar tree right here. Big old cedar tree behind me. I bet there's some goodies under there. Seems like we found a weedy or 2 under there last time we were here. So, all right, let's see what we can find. All right, everybody, I'm starting on hole 36-16. I got a little mid-tone right there I'm gonna dig, but Justin's first hole of the day, right here by the house, said he thought he had a head stamp, and then he said, nope, that'd be something better than a head stamp.
Not sure exactly, but that end.
Ooh. Little cute piece of brass. End of a points, maybe, or something.
Possibly.
I don't know. We might brush that up and figure it out later. Go first find. All right, everybody. 3rd hole on the day for me. And I thought I flipped it out of the plug, and then my pin pointer's dying. Ah. What in the world? Just had something in my hand. Now I don't have it in my hand. My pin pointer's dying. Very unprofessional, y'all. Whatever, a professional. What in the world is that? All right, that's my target. Some little piece of brass, maybe the back end of a, I don't know, a reed plate or the back end of a Model T points thingy or something. Anyway, I got to go change the batteries in my pin pointer at some point. All right, y'all. 3rd hole on the day right there. I'm going to walk this over to Justin because it's an iffy something, and I know what happens to that stuff. And all the digging, it gets lost on the tailgate, and we don't ever give it the time of day. But I'm going to let Justin right here. We got a little sunlight. It's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Sort of looks buckily related.
Cool.
Oh, well. Like I said, that's probably the last time y'all see it. All right, y'all. Justin's over there putting something in his pocket, and I got to run back and get a battery. I tried to do this old-fashioned way. There's too many nails in the ground here, and I'm gonna go get a battery for my pin pointer. But I'm on about hole number 7 on the day, and Justin said he just put a 1941 wheat penny in his pocket. So keep on digging. All right, everybody. It is sweaty. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Just Jeff says he's already going for the Big Iron Award. Oh my goodness.
It's not iron.
It's not. Oh my goodness. What in the world is that?
I can't figure it out.
Like a tractor seat spring maybe or something? That is not iron, is it? That is a stove. That's a range. That's the out of a range. What do you think? That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that that actually does make sense.
Well, you might get the big copper award then.
Remember last year?
Ooh, sweat, y'all.
When I dug up that star,
Yeah.
carnival token from the...
So I just recently read some more history about these. So you just dug this right there?
Right there.
Awesome, dude. So when you first dig these, you think sheriff's badge, toy badge, or something like that. But these are tokens, and you basically typed in what you wanted. So if you read what's around the edge, you might figure out who actually
That's right.
might have a name on it.
Because they get to custom write whatever they want.
That's right. Cool find, man.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Hole number 11 on the day for me. Legend says I got it out of the plug. I mean, I got it out of the hole. In the plug. Kind of a penny range. Could be a piece of aluminum too, though, so who knows. Fell down in the leaves. Well, I need battery in my pin. Come on. A pin pointer didn't come on, y'all. A Garrett will do that every now and then. I knew it didn't sound like a great penny signal, but anyway, another can lid. All right, everybody, 13th hole on the day for me, I think. Let's see if it can be a lucky 13. A lot of trash right around here where I'm digging, so. In my hand. Well, that's not good. Don't know what that is, y'all. A piece of something, though. Anyway, if that turns out to be anything, we'll get back with y'all. I don't know what that is. A little something, something. All right, everybody, I came to get me some water. It's how to set my bucket out of the sun. I brought a bucket in here to carry waters in and and big iron out and trash out. But anyway, Jeff said he may have something cool. May have can slaw. He got something cool.
Well,
Got a pinpointer? There it is. Looked like a leaf, didn't it? What the heck?
Some kind of silver snazzy fancy thing.
I bet that's silver.
I think it is too.
That little weight is thin. You ought to dig around, see if there's more of that in the hole, dude. All right, we're gonna clean this up and see what we got. Hold on, be right back. All right, so I brushed on that very lightly. Probably needs water, not a brush. Pretty sure that's a piece of silver. Silver plating off something, and Jeff said there's more in the hole where that came from. So he said, you see that? Oh, there's a lot more of it.
It's still stuck in here.
Easy, man.
Yeah, it's super delicate.
Easy.
So it goes around and under. It's gonna take up. I got roots I gotta dig out of here.
All right, y'all. He is indicating that I should turn the camera off till he gets it out, but I'm not going to. Because that's cool. If that's more of that, I think he's got a big piece of silver. I would go very slowly.
I got a root.
Don't be intimidated by this phone.
I know.
All right, I am going to turn this off, y'all, so we can take our time and get this, whatever it is, out without breaking.
It goes underneath this root.
It does go into that root.
And
don't pull on it.
no, I know it's super delicate.
All right, y'all, we'll get back with you. All right, y'all, so Jeff's got more of it there. I just reached down and picked that up. Pretty sure that's going to be silver, y'all. Maybe like a silver picture frame, and that little piece came out of the corner or something. It's heavy. Anyway, we will get all this together, and he's still digging it. We'll get all this together and see if we can figure out what it is. Silver something. All right, so came back over here, got me some water finally, and Jeff's still pulling maybe more silver out of the hole. Oh,
Might need a brush.
now we're gonna get to figure out what this is. Heck yeah, man.
And
it was all part of that piece kept coming out of it.
and there's
Well, I certainly would love to unfold this, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water.
I think we should.
You don't have a knife where we can poke a hole in the water cap, do you? Got a little knife? We'll do it with something.
In the truck. But I got the spray bottle in the truck.
That's all right. I will go, all right. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'm gonna lay that right there, Jeff. Don't step on that, because that's pretty. And I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Water's right over here in the bucket, y'all. All right, y'all, still going. He's still getting out pieces of it. He gets to a break here in a minute. Oh, there's more in there.
Yeah.
We're gonna take
Hey,
that.
check this out.
Is that a piece of glass? Piece of round, big rounded glass. Actually tapers. Ooh, I got dizzy. We probably ought to be drinking that water instead of pouring it on silver.
Yeah, really.
All right. Still in there, y'all. While he's doing that, so y'all won't get up. Got more of it in the hole.
Yeah.
Just so y'all won't get all the way bored. I took the lid off that. I'm gonna pour some water on that right there. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. Very pretty. It's just, some of this looks silver and some of it doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, if that's silver, it's some interesting tarnish on it, but it's definitely got some Silver trying to come through. All right, we'll get back with y'all. Promise we'll have all this laid out on the tailgate next time I turn the camera back on. All right, y'all, so I washed it off. He's still digging. He's gonna get out a bunch of it. And Justin walked over because he's probably tired of us oohing and ahhing.
Yeah.
Oh, that is something cool.
Boy, it keeps wanting to be. I don't think this piece is silver, but some of it that he has does look at there. Certainly silver plated at one time. And those on the backside, those look like hinges right there, you know?
Yep, sure does.
So maybe like a music box lid or something. Anyway, we like that. Cool find, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right, everybody. I was digging a mid-tone. Is that the one you thought was a head stamp? Because that's what I think I'm digging. Is
No.
it?
No, this one right
What was the head stamp? Oh, nice. Ooh, silvery.
Got the hinge point on it.
Yeah. You got more in the hole.
I'm looking, yeah, I got
The pocket watch bezel,
I
y'all.
can get this thing running again.
Yep, I hear you. All right, cool find.
Thank you.
Something
Problem is
small.
There's crap everywhere.
Yep. Nails everywhere. That is not the back. We wanted it to be. We wanted it to be the pocket watch backs. All right, y'all, we'll get back with y'all. Cool find. Good job. All right, everybody, I'm on hole 20 on the day. Started on 3616. Legend says I flipped it out of the plug wet. Look at that black dirt, y'all. Right behind the house, just where they used to keep the mules or the pigs or something. Legend said I flipped it right over here. I'll show y'all what I'm doing. Well, we're in there. All right, there it is. Pretty good little signal. Definitely not iron. Don't know, y'all. That's definitely a thing. Feels a little gun related. Maybe toy gun related, but a little more substantial than that. Anyway, we'll clean on that later and see what we got. Something out of the black mud. All right, everybody, hole 22. Jeff's digging right over there. Got the old flowers back here. I'm back here. More of this black dirt, hole 22. And me a little brass thimble. Thimbles mean a lot in my world, y'all. Those of you that know, you know. Anyway, I thought it might be a aluminum advertising thimble, but I think it's brass. Old flat end. Old flat top thimble. Yeah, hole 22 on the day. Cool find. We'll clean that up a little bit. All right, Jeff's walking over. Started brushing on my thimble, and it's so shiny I thought it might have been silver, but it's not.
That's a nice one.
It's just a pretty brass one. Old flat top. Had little divots on top. Cool stuff. Fun find. Let's keep digging. Right here in this black dirt. There's some targets right here, man.
Be able to pluck that out.
And it looks like the backyard. Look at all the flowers. Yeah. Flower pieces. There's an old car right back there, y'all. Oh, yeah, right over there. I might get over there and show it to y'all. It's got a big tree across it. I mean, it's old. Big granite stone right there. I bet that's the well. I bet that was set on the well at one point. But anyway, some cool stuff. All right, everybody. I was just dug that thimble right there behind me. Kind of figured this was the well, and I think I remember seeing this last time. It's been 2 or 3 years since we were here. Oh my goodness.
Huge.
Did that? Oh my goodness. My sister Rhonda would be scared right now. She don't like holes. All right, y'all. Cool old find. I got a piece of granite over it. Old glass and junk up on top of it. The old well. Old flowers back here. There's no telling what's back here. Oh, that's an old washing machine right there. See it? Old barrel washing machine. Just stuff. All right, everybody. I'm on 29 on the day, I'm pretty sure. 16 and 29 make 45. So I'm on 29 on the day. Just digging right over there. Wells right over there. Cars right over there. House is right over there. And I said, this is the junkiest signal I think I've ever done. And I believe I flipped a little button out of the ground, y'all.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I believe I did. Oh, could be a head stamp. It's definitely a little it's gonna be a little brass 2-piece button. I mean a 2-hole button. It's interesting. I don't dig many of those. Look at that black dirt, y'all. Isn't that cool? What a beautiful picture. Pretty sure it's got all sorts of writing on it. See if we can see it right here and now, if we got to get back with y'all. All right, we'll get back with y'all on that one. Cool, fine. What you got, Jeff?
Oh, one of them.
One of them? Part of the stove. Our theory is, y'all, when they got rid of their wood stoves or when they burn out the side of them, they put them out here in the yard and they drove the tractor back and forth across them and broke them up in a million pieces. I'll swap with you. Here's my little piece.
Oh, your piece is cooler.
Yep, and yours is part of the bean pot, probably. Yep, they did the same thing with bean pots. They threw them out in the backyard and they drove back and forth across them until they were just in a million little pieces.
That's a cool little button.
So we could find them later. Yeah, I think it's got something on it. We'll see. All right, everybody. Jeff's right there. Justin's right there. Check out the old house foundation, y'all. Old place. Propped up with rocks. Check out the old refrigerator right up there. Isn't that cool? Set it outside around the corner when they got done with it. All right, I got a target here. You get it out and it's anything good, I'll show y'all. I'm gonna hold 16, 37 on the day. Does that sound right? Anyway, I can't add. I'm tired. It's tired, hot, and sweaty. What you got, Jeff? Trash. We dug a bunch of trash here, y'all. We got a few goodies, though. Few goodies we'll show y'all on the tailgate, and the flies are biting us today. Jeff said he's got a good little signal. I just dug, I can't remember what it was. It's hole 37 right here beside y'all. Beside the house. Here's the refrigerator. Jeff said he's got a pretty good little signal. We are digging pull tabs. You missed it. You missed it, sir.
No, it's down in the hole. I'm just going. I'm going.
Oh, you're going under it.
Yeah. I wanted to go under and see if I could pop it out.
I don't blame you. He said it's probably a 1909 D mint mark, $2,000 weedy, and he didn't want to scratch it.
That's why.
There's something in his hand. Ah, a piece of brass. What is that? Ah.
Heavy.
Oh, it is heavy. Very heavy. Anyway, I got some similar stuff in my pocket. Oh, well, I can see why that was a good signal. Fun find.
So it goes.
All right, everybody. It's hot. I'm tired. I'm going to hold 46 on the day. Put plug over. Pinpointed. Scooting around in my hand. Thought it was a little better than a pull tab this time. Got to see a little green coin. What is you little green coin? You better, oh, you modern penny. Got to be in the 70s. It's definitely copper. Anyway, yep, there's where Abe sits, doesn't Abe sit right between those two middle columns on the back right there. Oh, well, I thought surely I had at least a weedy, if not an Indian. Keep digging. All right, everybody, about where y'all are sitting is where I just dug that green penny. Better signal right here. Well, it's because it's a big old... I thought surely I had a quarter, y'all. Big old battery cable clamp. Doggone it. I thought surely I had I thought surely I was ready to have a quarter. I almost called it. I almost called silver quarter. And I didn't, because I was hoping it wouldn't be just an old clad quarter. And it was this. All right, y'all. Jeff said he got a turntable out of the chimney stack. He's digging pull tabs, digging pull tabs, digging pull tabs. This is better than a pull tab signal, finally. Oh! Look, the legend died right in front of y'all. It'll be all right. It's tough. Yeah, it's falling off that shovel before. Well, it's right there, wherever it is. Doggone it. It's not a penny, but it is a little green something, something. Ah, little notches on it. Oh, it turns out sideways. Okay, now I see. Got little notches on it. Maybe we'll figure out what that is at the truck. It might be a little gun part or something. Anyway, I didn't think it was a penny, but I thought it was, I dropped it. Way better than the pull tab. We'll get back with y'all. All right, I think I'm gonna hold 51 on the day right there. Piece of iron, little piece of iron. Jeff said he had something cool. Something with some verbiage on it. Oh, I don't know if I can get to you, dude. There's a booby. There's a booby trap. There, I'll get to there. What you got? Oh, sweet. What's that say? if somebody would just give us a magnifying glass with a little flashlight in it. You got one of those?
Matter of fact,
Hey.
matter of fact, I
think that says
I got my Miss Jan magnifier
Slater.
right here.
It's your Miss Jan magnifier.
That's right.
I've seen this before. Anyway, he's gonna get his little magnifier out and we're gonna figure out what it says on both sides. Nope, just one. Cool little brass lock. Biting flies are eating us up, y'all.
Oh, man, they are fierce.
That says Slammer. Does it say Slammer? It's something similar to that.
Almost too much magnifying.
This might have been a case where a wire brush was as sufficient as a magnifier. Hey, I got a brush.
I got a plastic brush.
Oh, but plastic brush is gonna clean it up. That and my glasses, and if not, we'll get that magnifying glass back out again.
That's right.
All right, I got glasses on. What's that lock say? We're getting close to 2 minutes.
Get in that light right there.
Slamaker? I have heard this term before, but anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll
you know,
get
the
back
folks
with
watching are going to have to decide if we just can't see it or we don't know how to read.
one of the
I'm not
days.
sure. It could be.
Slaymaker. Slaymaker.
Sure.
It's a lock brand. Slaymaker.
That rings a bell.
Slamaker, Slimmer, Slammer, Slaymaker.
Right.
All right, we figured it out. All right, everybody. I think that was my, huh?
There was a big iron nail in there with it.
I think that was my 53rd hole on the day, and Jeff said he thinks he's got a coin.
Oh, what is it? It may not be.
Or something round then. I assume it's round.
Yeah, but now that I'm wiping it, I think it's got a hole in the middle.
Well, a hole in the middle can be either a cooler coin or a token.
Or?
Ah. Only got a hole in the middle. I thought you meant a hole on the edge.
Oh.
I just saw something online today. It said, do not throw away your washers because
They may not be able to be washed.
they either something repurposed or Japanese coins or something. Anyway, yep, don't know what that is. We'll clean that up at the tailgate.
Yeah.
Go find though.
Thank you.
Yeah, good signal, I'm sure. All right, everybody, hole 63 on the day. Legend says it's out of the hole. Pretty decent signal, not quite as high as what a penny would be, but maybe a little piece of brass, maybe a head stamp, maybe a that. All right, I can't tell whether I'm ready to say this is very interesting or, hold on one second, I'm putting my other glasses on. Oh yeah, this is interesting, y'all. Ooh, I dropped it. Not sure what that is, but it's interesting. I'm gonna say that was a very cool pen at some point. All right, hold on, I'm gonna get my brush and brush right in front of y'all. Oh my goodness. Check it out, y'all. About them apples. It's like a double stoned open work something. All right, we'll get that cleaned up and get y'all a picture. Y'all, there it was, hole 53 on the day. Jeff just said it'd be nice to have something really cool for the day. And I'm not gonna say this is Indian head penny cool or anything, but anyway, right here by the house, hole 53. Jeff's digging right over there. I just saw Justin come around the house right there, but he must have gone back, so. Cool little find. There's our biting flies. Look at them. They're everywhere. Bite me, booger. Oh, sorry, y'all killed a fly. Y'all gonna kill another one here in a minute. Oh, sorry. All right, cool little piece of jewelry. All right, hole 55 on the day. Jeff's right there. Ow, fly. Justin's right around the corner. I heard Justin just say he got his second weedie of the day. And I dug that little dude. Little silver plated badge or pendant, or anyway, it's got an iron back, so yeah, cool little find. I'm gonna take a couple pictures of this in this black dirt. Fun stuff. All right, everybody. I don't know whether we're gonna have a meeting of the minds or a meeting of the show and tells or what. But anyway,
Cool.
Be a mutiny.
Heck yeah.
dug those right here.
You know,
Nice.
Jeff said he's got
oh, it's a
something.
badge.
Yeah,
You know,
pin back. Ow.
those ought to be
Flies.
mine because I walked just about 15 or 20 feet over that
I
way.
think you walked about 3 feet past it. Justin's got some cool stuff. What
yeah,
in
that's
the
a
world
nice
is
one.
that fancy thing, Justin?
It's a button.
All right.
And I want to say maybe a
plated button.
pocket watch bezel, maybe.
Pocket watch. Jeff's got one of those and 2 Wheaties.
Yeah,
A 41 and a. Uh-oh, you just dug that.
that's cool.
I have no idea what that is.
That's neat.
I'm gonna say that's a knob that looks like a knob.
Yeah, it doesn't look that old. You know.
Anyway, we got about probably, I don't know, 30 more minutes, y'all. And we're gonna hit the road. But we got some goodies. Took all afternoon, but we got some goodies. All right, everybody, I'm gonna hold 61 on the day. Started at something 16, 36, 16. I'm gonna hold 61. Just got a signal right there, Jeff's right there, the well's right there. I said, that is about as solid of a can top signal, pull tab holder, that you would want. Why wouldn't you dig that? And I dug it, and it was a little bit better than a can. Would you brush that right quick for me?
No, I don't know what I brush it.
Here, brush it with a wire brush.
Will
Let's get mean and mad.
Let's unlock it.
It might work.
Oh, it's already
I
unlocked.
think that's a little more. I don't think that one's quite as old as the one you do.
Oh yeah, we got a Yale.
Yeah, lock. Cool old brass lock, y'all.
There you go.
61 on the day. There's a biting fly. Look, I'll show y'all what we're dealing with. Oh, he left. He was on my. There he is. Anyway, yep.
Man.
They're everywhere. Look, just killed one right there. Yep, Yale lock. So I walked up here to get the bucket to put my axe head in because it's easier. We're back there. It's easier to carry the bucket to the axe head than it was the axe head to the bucket. Let me get this little bit of water up right there that I was using to clean off something. Check out what Jeff found. That's pretty doggone cool, y'all. Funny old stuff. Nope.
Good. Fair enough.
All right, everybody. We're gonna do a quick tailgate wrap up. Justin, Jeff, and I, we found some stuff. It took a long, hot afternoon, but we found some goodies. Lot of junk, lot of pull tabs, lot of mason jar lids. Oh, that's a cool little iron buckle. That's not even iron. What is that? That's junk.
It's junk.
Cool stuff. A clock piece, some Model T valve stem nuts, a couple of pocket watch bezels, a couple of wheat pennies, 2-hole button, harmonica reed plate, some sort of shield badge pin thingy, little brooch thingy I found. I don't know what that is. Those are custom stamped souvenir tokens. Yep. Probably get a name off that. Jeff found a really cool, we don't know, it's got hinges all the way around it, maybe a card carrying case or cigarette case or something. I found a cool little thimble that's got words on it. Jeff's gonna take his little magnifying glass that was donated to us by a very good friend, and he's gonna read me the words while I finish up. Got a cool, is that like fake stones or is that just silver plated? Anyway, that's cool. 2 locks, a Slaymaker lock and a Yale lock. That right there is the piece of the Model T tarp. That's the little thing the pin goes through and turns. What else, y'all? What am I missing? What's on there, Jeff?
England.
England.
I saw and. That's
Cool.
what it is, England.
Showing up as
So I
England.
found a thimble, which is pretty special in my world. First one I found in about a year. And it's got England on it. So yeah, cool stuff. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe.